Next, how to teach a baby math.
And Janet, can you demonstrate to us how you would teach a baby math?
Well, first of all, we wouldn't begin so much with math, but with visual stimulation. And this really is for a baby of only a few weeks old because we've put a white image on black, and here you see a little bit of simple quantity for the baby. So this is just when his vision is just beginning to develop. He doesn't see any detail yet, can't see mother's face, but he can see this white image against the black. So we'll say to the baby, 1, 2, and at one session we might stop there. That would be enough. And the baby will really look. He will really, really look at this. This is very interesting and fascinating to the baby. And our mothers tell us when they introduce this, they're just shocked by how much attention they get from the baby. If mother's nursing, the baby may stop nursing just to see this. Well, there are not too many things that stop a baby from nursing, as you know. Well, that's the beginning. That's visual stimulation. Once we know the baby can see detail, he's responding to mother's facial expressions, he knows that's dad, he can see his face. Once he has that visual ability, which he should have in the first few months of life if we're stimulating him, then we would start with a real program of quantity. We've come back to the same information, but we've made it more sophisticated. So we're going to, again, say, that's 1, 2, 3. And he will begin to be able to differentiate these rather easily, and will actually go all the way up to quite sophisticated differentiation. That, by the way, is 99, in case you didn't know. And that's 100. And a 4 or 5 month old baby can differentiate these two. You and I can't do it, but he has the ability at that age.
This may sound hard to believe, but the young child actually learns to see and distinguish between up to 100 dots on a card. From here we start teaching them basic math like addition, subtraction, and division.
Right. You know how many dots are on this? Your baby will.
So I asked Janet, why is it so important to teach your baby to read?
You know, it's very natural for a mother to say to the baby, even at birth or shortly thereafter, oh, here's mommy, here's daddy, look, your little pink booties. Oh, look, mommy's got a banana. The banana smells good. You want to smell the banana mommy's going to eat? This would be totally natural for any mother. And that's what develops the auditory pathway. That's mother offering language in this rich environment of talking to the baby. But mothers don't realize that they can do the exact same thing for the visual pathway. Just as you can say to the tiny baby, look, here's a banana. Here's the taste of a banana. Ooh, a little taste for you. Here's the smell of the banana. Mothers do that naturally. Mother can also take a piece of cardboard, a red magic marker, and make a big word that says banana. In very short order, the baby can learn dozens of big single words. And that's what reading is. Reading is being able to recognize words and to know what they mean. Babies can do this. We've thought that this was a process that could only begin 6 years later in school, but it really should begin when we start offering language to the auditory pathway. These two pathways should go hand in hand. So if we do that, by the time the baby is 18 months old or 24 months old, he's reading couplets, he's reading phrases, little sentences, little homemade books that mother makes for him. By the time he's 3, mother's getting little books out of the library and she's reading them to him, and he's picking out words from those books. By the time he's 4, he's taking those books saying, I read it, mommy, I'll read it now, mommy. Now, what do you think that child's going to be like when he gets to school? Well, first of all, he's certainly not going to be in the 35% of the kids in first grade who will fail to learn to read because he already knows how to read. And he may be reading at a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade level or higher when he marches into first grade. All their academic education becomes much easier for them. They read faster, they have a higher comprehension, they don't see even tests, which you and I may have hated. They look forward to them and take them easily and well, and generally do extremely well on them. They can educate themselves. If they have a good teacher, that teacher gives them more reading to do. If they have a bad teacher, They go and get books and read on their own. They can educate themselves. A child who can read independently by the time he's 6 is pretty much a made man.
And that's really the reason. It's about giving young children the learning opportunities they crave at an early age. It's about creating a bond between the parent and child. And most of all, the Doman Advantage is about having fun. The child must be in a joyful state. Learning is not forced, but rather it's a form of play.